Hi, this is Team VMD bringing you Mr. Ankur Samtani, product specialist from Behringer. He's going to take us through the new X32 digital mixer now. Hi, Ankur.
Hey,
How are you doing?
very well, thank you.
So, can you explain to us how this mixer works?
Well, yeah, the Behringer X32, it's the new thing from Behringer. It's our foray into digital consoles. We take pride in it being powered by Midas. We bought over Midas about 2 years ago, and they've been with us, helping us make this console. They've been an integral part of every aspect of the console, from designing the preamps to the layout, and basically there's a lot of mistakes that a new digital console manufacturer could have made, which we like to believe we've avoided with the experience that Midas brings to the music group. Well, since you are focusing on the back right now, let me start with what we have here. It's a 32-in 16 analog out board. So that's your 32 mic preamps coming in, 16 analog outs. You have 6 aux ins and 6 aux outs. What we have here, you have 2 AES 50 ports. You can use that to connect a digital snake. That we have the S16, which is a stage box. All you need is a Cat5 cable coming in with all the input output you need. What you can also use is, if you have your inputs coming into a different console, you can route those ins into this using a Cat5 cable. Yeah. We have an Ultranet port, which is our proprietary protocol for 16 tracks of monitoring, which goes into our P16, the PowerPlay series, which is a personal monitoring system. You have your MIDI controls to use it as a control surface if you like. You have a remote control Ethernet and a USB interface, so you can control this with your laptop or control it using an iPad if you will. And it comes with a USB and Firewire interface built into the piece, so that's either USB or Firewire, 32 in, 32 out, running into any DAW you like. That's for the back, and let me take you onto the front.
Just go straight in.
Alright, so that's the 32-in channels, the 32 inputs that I mentioned. So you have 2 pages of 16 each. So that's fully motorized faders. You have 16 buses, either 2 pages of 8, 1 to 8, 9 to 16, or you can have all 16 buses visible right here. You have your aux ins, your USB inputs which come in from here. You can also use that to record a master out, which is a stereo track, and you can use it to play back, and they get fed in here. That's for your FX rack. Coming onto the channel strip, it's as easy and as user-friendly and intuitive as it can possibly get. All you need is select a channel that you want, and you have everything you need right at your fingertips. From your head amps to your gates, your dynamics, your EQs, your bus sends, it's all right here. You don't need. So now that we're looking at the front of the unit, I mentioned earlier we have 32 inputs which are split into 2 pages of 8 each, so 1 to 16 and 17 to 32. You have 16 buses which are split into 2 pages, so 1 to 8 or 9 to 16. You can also have all your 16 buses right here on your 16 faders. Coming up to your channel strip, you have everything that you would possibly need at your fingertips. Just pick a channel, everything from your head amps to your gates and dynamics and equalizers, your bus sends, everything is right in front of you. You don't need to get into multiple pages to get into simple functionality. You can use your faders to assign your channels to the buses. Pick a bus, and that's your mix going into that particular bus. It's as straightforward as that. Anything that you want to see, all you got to do is hit view. You have it on the screen. Hit the button, you have it on. Hit the button, you have it off. Coming onto this side, you have fully assignable buttons. You have 4 rotary knobs and 8 buttons and 3 layers of each. You can assign them to anything you like. You can assign them for tap delays, your on-off buttons for effects, the amount you want to send into the effects, so on and so forth. You have 8 effect processors which you can pretty much place anywhere on the board as inserts on your channels, as inserts on your buses. You can place them on your master bus. Fully editable effects. You can edit all the parameters you like. Let me show it to you. So that's a snapshot of where each of your effects is placed. Again, you can place them anywhere you like. You can scroll through each of the pages and edit each and every effect the way you like to. You have the graphic EQs, which you can control from your faders. So it's an absolutely user-friendly board with all the features that one could possibly require. You have 8 DCA groups, which again are, it couldn't get easier to use them. And that's how you assign your channels to your DCA groups. You have 6 mute groups, and well, you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of a feature set or user friendliness. And the icing on the cake is really the price point that we're looking at, which I understand from our distributors here, they're looking at about 2.5 lakh rupees, plus or minus, which pretty much blows most other consoles in the price range or the feature set out of the water. Well, that's the Behringer X32.
Thank you so much for sharing that information with us.
You're welcome.